one. Get it coming up. Big one. Got one. Damn. What's up guys, Bassin' Out Mama here coming at you with a new video. In this week's video, we are heading out to the local lake and me and Dad are going to try to get on some fish. It's the dog days of summer, so this is the toughest time of year to be out and bass fishing, but let's see if we can put a little bag together and catch some fish. Also, stay tuned. We are going to break down the entire video at the end, so make sure you don't miss that. Break down everything we did throughout the day and everything that we used as far as lures go and where we found the fish. Let's get it. So Dad is starting out with a crankbait. That's a great summer option, especially if you're around deep edges of grass or are looking for a quicker way to find fish. A lot of times you can get fish to react to a crankbait. Damn. Damn! That's a load. That's every bit as big as the one I got on the bridge that was like 578. Down. Bam. Drop. I haven't been out for a while. I gotta catch up. You're out more than me. Say 5'2", 4'8". 498. Looks bigger. He's long. How long he is? What? Tip it on your rod. It's fine. I don't really like that rod anyway. Oh, we can't. Yeah, he's over the scale. He's probably 22. Well, that's 18 right there, so 19, probably 21 and a half. 21, probably. Heck yeah, fat one. Alright, come back. And crankbait. Yeah. It's a great option for the dog days of summer because a lot of times you're going to have to get them on a reaction style bite and make them react to that lure swimming by them. I think he came out of that school that I saw. Yeah, that's around where they were. So now I rig up a crankbait and decide to throw that around for quite a while. But unfortunately that wasn't seeming to work, so we decided to get a little shallower in and try to find some shallow fish that wanted to react to something. I decided to use a chatterbait. That's one of my absolute favorite options for trying to run around the lake and find fish or just get a fish to react to something, because ripping the chatterbait through grass and shallow grass, if there's fish around, it's usually a great way to get a fish to end up eating that doesn't want to eat. And you can cover water with it pretty efficiently. Got one. Got one. Not a big one, but I just one.
Hey, not bad one.
There we go, guys. My first one of the day. About a 16-incher probably. 2-pounder. Decent little guy.
Maybe now Hunter won't be mad at me anymore.
Tanner's favorite color. This is Tanner's favorite color. Dirty white. Thought he was a little bigger than that at first. He pulled my drag out. Now, since it didn't really seem like we could get any more going on the chatterbait, decided to move across the lake and transition to fish some deeper water. Now I'm throwing around a spoon, just raising and dropping the rod, trying to get a fish to react to that spoon falling down real slowly and fluttering, looking like a dying bait fish. And then I end up catching this. Fishing rod. That's a new one too. That's a new one, that one. So now, since the spoon wasn't really seeming to catch anything other than a fishing rod, I decide to tie on the bellows gill. There's a lot of bluegill that usually hang around the bridges, so I decided to tie the bellows gill on, and hoping that looks similar enough to what they're trying to eat around these bridges most of the time, hoping that I can get one to bite it. Got one! Bit it coming up. Big one. Dude, he bit it coming up. Not real big, nice. Look at that, guys. There we go, guys. Just popped a nice one on the bellows gill. Was reeling it up, getting ready to recast, and grabbed it. Heck yeah. That's cool. Of course, this one's not even on. Of course, this one's dead. Yeah, sore. Guys, here we are at the portion of the video where I break it down a little bit for you. So, as we first got out there, Dad starts throwing around the crankbait, and I didn't even get my cameras fully situated and turned on, and my rods weren't all rigged up because this was the first time we were out on the lake in months, which is crazy for me because I'm usually out there every day. But with all the health issues lately, that wasn't happening very much, unfortunately. Thankfully, we're doing a little bit better now, and we were able to get out there and get on a few fish. Dad ended up catching that big one on the crankbait right off the bat. We were just out fishing this really defined weed line that comes up to a big flat around this island, and it drops out into about 20 foot of water at a certain point. And we were fishing on the edge of that deeper section coming up into that shallower water with a very defined weed line. And he was bringing that crankbait along the edge of that weed line, and we had noticed a few fish on the fish finder that were schooled up out there, and he ended up picking one of the ones out of that little school. So then I try my luck at it and throw that out for a little while. Couldn't really get any others to get on the crankbait. Maybe we just weren't in the right areas, but couldn't really get any others. So ended up switching up to a chatterbait, figuring I could maybe get something shallower along these shallower grass lines going on that. And I just love throwing the chatterbait and have a ton of confidence in it. So I picked that up, was throwing that for a little while, and did catch one keeper on that, about a 15-16 incher, but nothing big and crazy. Still sticking to that grass, but just wasn't really seeming to produce a ton of fish, which, like I said, that can happen a lot this time of year. You're throwing a bunch of different baits for different fish. Sometimes you can get on a good pattern that you can fish all around the lake, but this day we just could not seem to find any kind of pattern going. So then we go and change spots and fish bridge area, and I had on a Bellows Gill like this little guy right here. Now, not this exact color, I can't find the pack that I was actually using, so just have to show you these, but I had that on a wobble head, the Jean LaRue biffle head to be exact. Was throwing that, and this fish actually bit it on the reel up, which these have an awesome action with being a ribbed bait like this. They flutter and move around a lot, and that tail kicks a good bit. So some of this tail is ripped off on this one, but this tail kicks a lot as it's coming through the water and has a good action, which is why he bit it when it was swimming up like that. And I'm sure that fish was also suspended, and it so happened to catch his eye probably. Was throwing that on my Team 6 rod. This is a Team 6 6 cents rod. This is a 7.3 extra heavy. This is a Corrado DC fishing reel that I'm also using to fish that with 17-pound fishing line. This is a 8-1-to-1 retrieve and 17-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon fishing line. Now, these Bellows Gills, you can rig them in many different ways. As you see, this one I got rigged up on a swim bait hook, and I also like to rig them up on these. They're also a tremendous chatterbait trailer, but one of my favorite things to do with these guys is either use a little swim bait hook, depending on what presentation I'm going for and where I'm fishing around, or the little biffle head, and I like to slowly retrieve these guys along the bottom, or sometimes kind of give them a little rip and pop. Like I said, these have a tremendous action in the water and have a lot of movement, so fish really seem to like them. As you can see from this pack, I'm almost out of. I'm going to have to get some more. So I use these quite often, and they're a great option for when fish are around and feeding on bluegills, or when you have a situation like I was just in. Now around the bridges, there's a lot of schools of bluegills that hang around, which is why I'm sure he ended up going after that little Bellows Gill there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Helps me push my videos along further, and also shows me that you guys are vibing with the content and liking it. Try to make these videos just so I can help you guys and help you guys catch more fish while you're out on the water. Too many people nowadays get stuck in keeping everything a secret and trying to keep everything to themselves, when these are public bodies of water. We're all fishing them. We all deserve to have fun while we're out there and have a good day while we're out there. And that's a firm belief in why I end up showing you guys everything that I'm doing and showing you guys how to catch fish out there, because other people taught me a lot of different things, which now I figured out a lot on my own as well, but a lot of other people have taught me and helped me along the way, so I want to repay others and do the same thing as well. Plus, whether you're an expert or not an expert fisherman, there's always a little bit you can learn from somebody else out there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. That also gets you entered into my giveaway. As soon as we hit 2,500 subscribers, we're going to be doing a giveaway for a fishing trip with me, which we're getting really close to, so get yourself entered in that. You got to be subscribed to the channel, you got to like this video, you can comment for another entry, and you can also share it on your social media page for another entry as well. But we'll see y'all next week, guys. Tight lines.
And so passionate, every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it.